So, Orpheus the Mariner, here we are in the lovely town of Scarborough, where it's all going to be taking place. The piece itself travels from one place to another. It starts on the evening of the 14th of February, the Friday evening, with the opening of Coastival, here at the Spa complex, where we have the meeting of Orpheus and Eurydice. It's a love story, it's Valentine's evening, it's the perfect tie-in. They're going to be meeting together up on the terrace areas above the spa, where Orpheus and Eurydice will meet there, and she'll be coming down through the woodlands. Being an oak spirit, that fits her perfectly well. We also have up on the balconies there, we have Raven playing live music, and the audience will be down here on the main terrace area in between all of that action. And then later on it moves to the wedding of the pair of them, and we go down into the wonderful sun court, where there will be dancing from local performers. There is original string music that's being performed on the stage, and we get the wedding ceremony for the pair of them. Now, partway through a wedding, as young couples do, the two of them sneak away back upstairs for a little bit of time for themselves. But when they come up, their love rival Aristeus appears, and he's brought an army with him and a giant serpent. There's a sword fight up on the terraces, and the giant serpent comes down from the woodlands and it bites Eurydice and it kills her. So within 20 minutes of the start of the play, the bride is dead. And that's where everything goes into a huge downward spiral. Orpheus is obviously grief-stricken. We slip through time onto the wedding procession, the funeral procession for Eurydice, and that begins outside the spa, so we take to the seafront at that point. We have hundreds of young singers who will be taking part in the procession, all carrying lanterns, singing traditional songs of the sea, as we process from the spa along to the first roundabouts beneath Spa Bridge. And that's where Eurydice's body will be cast into the earth as she's sent on her journey into the underworld. Orpheus then, grief-stricken, runs off along the whole seafront, past the arcades and past the amusements there and the lifeboat station, off to the harbour. And when he gets to the harbour, he's about to drown his sorrows and throw himself in the sea when his friends turn up. And they are giant puppets, 7 of them. We have a flither picker, a herring girl, fishermen, we have a drunken sailor, we have a lifeboatman from the Victorian age, and finally we have Iron Hand, our diver, who will be submerged and appearing from beneath the waves during the action. There's a huge sound stage down there, we have hundreds of singers from community choirs, plus all the lanterns. It's going to be spectacular. The conclusion of that first evening is where the other giants tell Orpheus, don't leave it to fate, why not go into the underworld and recapture her for yourself? So tomorrow we will go in on a quest. We skip forward a day. The Saturday evening we begin near the lifeboat station, the gathering of the heroes, all of those giant puppets together for the first time, and we are lining the whole seafront with 100 drummers on wheelie bins. As the giant puppets process forward towards the underworld, they are met by Aristeus again and an army of giant sea creatures, octopus, skeleton fish, plesiosaurs, mechanical lobsters. There's a battle against the whole seafront, which Orpheus has to bring to an end. He then makes his way past Cerberus, the 3-headed guardian, to the underworld. Usually he's a 3-headed dog. We did a vote on Facebook. We now have a 3-headed Scarborough wolf, a wolf fish, made by the University of Hull. He's gigantic. Orpheus has to charm his way past the beast to get into the underworld. He goes beneath Spa Bridge, up into the underworld where he meets the ferryman, takes him on a journey, and he's transformed into a giant glowing puppet version of himself. They move further down into the valley, and that's where he will meet Hades, the lord of the underworld, and we're going for the world record for the tallest puppet ever built. 26 metres we're going to make him. As the audience walk down the valley, he will be rising up from the floor to meet them. Orpheus bargains for the soul and spirit of his wife to be returned to him, and Hades in his kindness relents upon a condition and an act of faith. Now, I'm not going to tell you the ending. If you want to see how it all turns out for Orpheus on his quest, you'll have to join us on the weekend of the 14th and the 15th of February. Hopefully see you there. Wrap up and join the adventure.